Hello from my kitchen, which is a random place to start this video. But I have things. So Krista surprised me with two things. One is in her giant box, which is probably multiple things in her giant box. She also surprised me with this guy. So it's the mayor, but I only like the mayor's face this side. I'm obsessed with the mayor's like, everything is horrible, Jack face. So I'm very excited because he has that face. And it's my favorite. So this is the face you will always see, not this face. Happy face mayor is just, no. Anxiety mayor, delightful. Anyway, there's a big box. Also yes, there are boxes behind me. There's stuff in them, / recycling, it's whatever. Anyway, box. So I'm gonna flip that. And then Krista is on the floor. She says hi. All right, this is the box. Please note, we just bought this from them, but it's from buywinesonline.com. All right, well, let me hold the strap. All right, what do we have? What do we have? Ooh, well, one of these is a wine we normally get, so I will show you. This is Sirocco Moscato, and it's fizzy, like it has bubbles. And we had this at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in New York City, and Krista paid probably like $15 for a glass. $30 a glass. It was very expensive. This bottle retails for like $14 wholesale. So we have 4 bottles of that, and then these say drink up witches on top. So I don't know what these are. Oh my gosh, what? This is Witch's Brew Pumpkin Spice. I didn't even know that existed. And this must be, this is actual Witch's Brew. I love this wine. Is the other one also pumpkin spice? What is this? What are you? What? This is Spice Double. They have different varieties. What? What? I'm very sorry I'm screaming at you, but this is so exciting. Ah! I haven't had this in forever. We couldn't find it in New York. Okay, this one is really, really good. Like, super good. The best. I don't know about the other two, but we're going to try one of them tonight. We're going to hold this one in reserve because I want to try one of the other ones. Maybe pumpkin spice, maybe apple spice. I don't know, but I'm really freaking excited. My wife is the best. Okay, I'll stop screaming at you. I'm going to show you how to make burgers later. So yeah, I'll maybe be less excited. Probably not, but I'll talk to you later. Hello. Okay, after all that excitement, we have the spiced apple wine in the freezer temporarily to cool. And I put the pumpkin spice wine in the fridge so we can have it at a later date. I already know that the Witch's Brew, unless they have somehow changed the formula, is incredible. It's a spiced red wine and it's so good, but I want to save it. I'm saving it for like maybe a witchy movie marathon or something. I don't know, but we're not drinking it just yet. But I promised to show you burgers because we are going to actually do a Bob's Burgers, I need scissors, Halloween movie night tonight. Halloween episode, like binge. So we do this every year. We watch all the Halloween episodes from season 3, which is the first season to have one, to season 13 because 14 doesn't have one. Technically, I believe 14 has the like fighting zombies one, but it's not set at Halloween and we're not doing that one. So, because it's not considered Halloween technically. So what I'm doing is making a variation on a burger from the Bob's Burgers cookbook. So the original one is like, it's a brie burger, but it involves different elements. And I cannot remember what it's called. It's from the like My Fuzzy Valentine episode and I am blanking and the recipe is back there, like the cookbook's over there, but I can't remember. So I'm very sorry. Bob's Burgers fans, I'm so sorry. Normally I remember, but I make mine a little differently. So we have ground beef. I'm gonna cut this open. So what I do is I mix ground beef. You could probably do this with Impossible Beef. Actually, I've used Impossible Beef for a Lazette ball recipe inspired by the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day episode. Let me get that in there. It's a little frozen still. But I use regular beef because the cheese is very intense. So what I do is I drop the meat in a bowl and then I add, sometimes I add just like the liquid from a can of, it's upside down because you have to take it off upside down, but it's Ocean Spray cranberry sauce. Again, you have to take the bottom lid off, so it's just gonna be upside down. But I add like a little, like a hefty spoon into the meat, And then we're gonna add some to the bottom of the buns. So and season with salt and pepper. So I'm gonna do the mashing that I have to do with gloves on. And then I will come back because these are basically a stuffed burger. And I will show you because I have to like peel the brie cheese. So I will show you all that. But let me get this meat all mashed up into actual like usable hamburger patty meat, as opposed to half frozen meat with some cranberry sauce on it, and I will be back. Okay, meat has been combined. I know this is probably a little boring because you're at the same angle, but now the next thing we're gonna do is I have this brie cheese. I am going to take it out of the packaging and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, which means I'll have to move you to my counter. So I am taking off the plastic, and I do this because this cheese is super cold. You're gonna come down here. You're not gonna be able to see me. You will see my counter though. All right. So what you can see, sort of, is like, you see that this is like sort of waxy. I actually cut the waxy stuff off because I don't think it works well with the burger. So I basically peel it with a knife. You should be really careful when you do this because I'm basically just like stabbing at cheese randomly. And then I'll like do each side and the corners, and then I will break it into pieces. I'm not gonna like show you all of this, but basically I just do this and then I cut the sides off. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and then I will show you the cheese going into the burgers. Hello again. This is another goofy angle, but I have the cheese basically peeled, and now I'm gonna put it in the burgers. So if you don't like ground meat, don't look, but this is what they look like. They're a little pink because of the cranberry sauce. So I have you angled kind of high because you're by my oven. Again, this is a fun angle. You get to see this lovely shirt, which is fun, but I'm at an awkward angle. So what I do is I just rip the cheese into pieces and then I smash it in various places into the meat. And sometimes I do this with gloves on, sometimes I don't. I do the actual mashing with gloves, and then I'll just keep doing this over and over. So like, grab a hunk of cheese, put it in the meat. Yes, I do this on my oven. Is this the safest place? Also, there's a cat in a bag. And then I'll repatty it. Yeah, there's a cat both in a box and in a bag. And I'll just keep doing that kind of over and over until all of the cheese is used. So this is a little boring. I'm not gonna show you anymore. But I have 3 of the 4 burgers kind of done, and I'll just use this until I'm out of cheese. I should take off my wedding ring, admittedly, but it'll survive. I'll wash my hands. I would wash my hands anyway, but I'm gonna go. I can't touch you until I wash my hands, so I'll just end this clip in a minute. All right, just in case you are going to make this along at home, I have my oven set to 425. That is the temperature I normally make burgers at. And yes, I make my burgers in the oven. I don't do them on a skillet. I don't grill them. I don't griddle them. Mostly because we have a smoke alarm that consistently goes off if I don't make them in the oven. So I just make them in the oven, which is better, I think, because the cheese, the brie, is very oily when it bakes. And if I was doing that in a pan, I just think it would be extra messy. But I think it melts well in the oven. So I have burgers. I have fries. These are gonna go in for about like 20 minutes. While that's going on, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, get the buns out, get all that stuff situated. But yes, so 425 for 20 minutes. And they should be good. These look so pink, and they always look extra pink because of the cranberry sauce, so they kind of look like a cartoon almost. But I promise you they are tasty. But I'm gonna get these in, get to work on other things. So talk to you later when I have finished burgers. Hi, Say. Salem really wants me to make coffee. She's tried to pull my little refillable K-cup guy out. She's curling up around the coffee pot, but I'm not making coffee right now. I'm making dinner, and if she jumps on my back, we're gonna have a slight problem. But she just like really wants me to make coffee, but it's hot and we're gonna drink wine. So I'm gonna tell her that I gotta keep cooking. I gotta make dinner, but I thought you should see her because she's like a kitchen cat. Okay, so I over cheesed, which can happen. So some of the burgers exploded, which is on me. It totally is. But the fries look really good. These will be delicious. They're just gonna be really messy. So I'm gonna give them a second to cool, and then I'm gonna transfer them to the buns. But I will show you, so these buns are way too tiny. I grabbed them at Walmart, and they're so small. Just the smallest buns known to man. But yes, they're just small. But what I am gonna do is I have leftover cranberry sauce. I'm gonna put some on the bottom bun. Sorry, you're at a funny angle. I'm trying to hold the camera strap and not obscure the mic on the top of the camera. Do that. A little bit more. And there we go. So I'll just plop the burger on top. I will show you when I get there, but I need to give them a sec. So yeah. Oh, also I'm watching, I just paused it. Gavin literally posted this while the burgers were in the oven and I was like, perfect timing. He and Kayla just knew when I was cooking. Yeah, that works. And so it just worked out perfectly. Kayla's was fun. Got to see some reading plans. I need to read a novella by October that I actually already own. And I need to get a novella, and this has been very fun. Short story I really like called Transmuted was in this, and it's been delightful. I'm gonna keep this on while I check the burgers, but I will let you see a finished burger and a finished plate, and yes, wine tasting is coming. And finished burgers. A lot of fries, there's the burger, other plate, very similar. There you go. I need to get these upstairs. And I also, yeah, it's really just that, and then I need to pour wine, and then we're gonna try the wine on camera, so be ready. This is Goose, eater of people foods. She really loves dipping sauces. She's eating aioli off a fry.
She may be Oliver.
What?
Oliver from Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, right! You only like dips. Alright, we have the wine. Let me try and situate myself near Krista. You're just really close up on her face, which I'm sure she absolutely loves. Hi! Here, we'll hold you like this. Sorry for weird angles. We're trying the wine. This
Definitely
is...
smells like apples.
Yeah, so it's apple wine, and this is spiced apple, which is brew.
Well, that's very tasty.
That is really good. It tastes kind of like apple cider.
Yeah.
It is very good. We highly recommend. This is the apple cider one, so spiced apple. This is not pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is chilling, so we can try it at a later date. But there we go. But we're gonna eat our burgers. So I will talk to you later. Though wait, I need to show you the setup. Krista's gonna hold my wine. So we're turning. Please ignore piles of clothing. They're clean, they're just in weird places. But this is our setup for tonight. We have it on full bars, which is the first Bob's Burgers Halloween episode. We have Louise, we have Wheelie Mammoth, we have Bob, we have Coochie Kopi, and we have green lights. All right, we're gonna watch movies. Watch Bob's, which is not a movie. It has a movie, but we're not watching the movie because that's summer themed. But we're gonna watch stuff, eat food, drink wine, and we'll talk to you later. Good morning. I showered before work. My hair is mostly dry, which is nice. I even put on a little bit of makeup just because I am wearing jacket pajamas because it feels hot out, but it also looks like it's going to rain. So like the temperature is very weird. And by hot, I mean, I think it's in like the 60s today, but it's been like breezy and cold for a few days, but we're on like some temperature uptick, whatever. Anyway, Jack Skellington pajamas, mostly because Krista bought me the mare yesterday, so I was like, I'm gonna wear Jack pajamas. But yes, so our Bob's Burgers episode marathon, we're not done, so we haven't ranked them yet. We only have 3 left. So we have Heartbreak Hotelloween. Oh gosh, I remembered, hold on. Heartbreak Hotelloween. Oh my goodness, why can't I remember the one after that? Oh, the pumpkining. And then the last one is Apple Gorchard but not gory. So we only have those 3 left, though. Actually, I'm not going to tease which one is our least favorite. We already have determined our least favorite one, and that one is set because we just don't like it. Krista barely even watched it yesterday. Like, she actually went to bed and I just left it on because she was like, do we really have to watch this one? And I was like, yes, because I always watch all of them, but she hates that one a lot. So yes, that is where we are so far. We have to finish those. Krista is working tonight, so I don't know when we'll finish those, but you will get our ranking once we actually finish them up. The other thing, so far, I know I've said it a lot, I just finished reading The Bad Ones, which was fine. It's YA. It felt too long to be YA, just randomly an aside for you. I also recently read A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay, and I'm very excited about it. It was really good. So I'm just throwing some random book things in here. Also, apparently my hold for So Thirsty, which like just came out, is in. which means I will get 2 weeks to read that. If that even, I think it still has to be 2 weeks. So Krista's picking that up sometime today for me, because I also had books that need to go back. And then I'm also going to be reading A Certain Hunger. I had a hold on it in Libby, and ooh, I knew that was gonna happen. My asthma is flaring a teeny bit for like a very random reason. I don't know why. But anyway, I had a Libby hold for A Certain Hunger. And I don't know if like your Libby works like this, but the way mine works is I have to do the request in the Libby app, but then the hold request will show up on my library hold list. Like if I go to my library's website and I pull up my account, it'll show. Now the problem is, when that hold is available, I don't get any notification. It's supposed to pop up on the iPad, but because I don't use that iPad unless I'm reading a book on Kindle or Libby, I don't get it. I don't get an email. I don't get anything on my library account. So the book just disappears. Now, what's weird is sometimes this also happens when the book is just pulled. Sometimes they will pull a book, or they'll like not keep up the rights for the book or something. So like I've had that happen with an audiobook. It just disappeared, and actually the audiobook is now no longer available in our library system for some reason. And so I was like, did it get pulled? Like, what is going on? And no, my hold just lapsed. It apparently became available, and because I didn't borrow it, my hold disappeared. But I would like a notification of that. Whatever. No one else wanted it. So I am very sure it was just like a weird glitch. I'm even wondering, because one time it actually checked the book out to me on its own. So I just don't know what's going on with my Libby, but I have the book. So I'll need to read A Certain Hunger because I only get Libby books for 2 weeks, and So Thirsty. So those will probably be peppered in here while I'm talking about other random things. So I'll just be reading those. But this is not really a reading vlog. I'm just telling you that there will be books that I'll probably talk about. The other thing, I know I've said a lot. I'm a little tired. Please ignore me. Kind of, I mean, you're watching the video. Just ignore the us. I'm not taking them out in editing. But, oh, shoot. A thing that I didn't do last video. I need to show you my mantle this video. Someone remind me. Krista watched my video from over the weekend, and she was like, yeah, you say you're going to show the mantle and you don't. And I do this a lot. I'll like think of something and then I'll forget to put it in the video. So I will do that in this video so you can see the mantle at night with it all lit up. The other thing is Saturday we are going to the movies. We're not going to go to the fancy theater. We're just going to go to the one near us because the tickets are surprisingly not wildly expensive for once. Krista actually wants to see Speak No Evil because the actor who played Harper in Happiest Season is in it. So we're going to go. She had said something about wanting to go, and I guess I glossed over it because it's a horror movie, but she was like, no, I really want to go. So we got matinee tickets for like 1:30 on Saturday, which is weird because matinees at our theater are normally before noon, but whatever, I'm cool with it. So we're gonna do that Saturday, so we'll give you thoughts on that. Non-spoiler, I promise. But yeah, that's really it. At some point you're gonna get the Bob's rating, probably sometime tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Then Saturday we're gonna go to the movie, and then we might do some like random stuff. I'm not sure. We might go see if Target has Halloween stuff on Friday. So it's just gonna be random. This is what we're doing. Not exactly the weekend, but you know, just fun like week-ish vlog things. So I'm gonna let you go because that's really it. I just wanted to fill you in on. I will show the mantle this video. We are going to try and look at some Halloween decorations. We're going to the movies. I'm reading some books. Just a little update for you. Yeah, that's really it. Sorry I said a lot, but I'm tired. So I'm gonna go. But yeah, I'll be back possibly with the Bob's rating next. I really don't know. We'll see how things go. Talk to you later. Okay, we're gonna do this really quick, but this is the mantle. You can't see some of the things, so this is an Ichabod Crane tombstone. The dogs are chewing bones, so you're gonna hear them hitting the ground. This was a gift from Mary. Then that's a portion of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow on a thing, like a little wooden sign. Some lights, the TV has lights on it. Then this is a Dante's Inferno room setup with a little mini Beetlejuice and then just a little house. And then this is the Beetlejuice tombstone popcorn bucket. And then this is a Headless Horseman we got this year and just like a cute little pumpkin light. So this is the whole setup. And then, okay, there are these Mickey lights and the problem is they sing, and I don't know that I can play the song on camera. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna like close you up on this guy, hit the button, and then turn it off. Ready? Ready.
Which is which? Bringing you tell me.
There you go. That's all you're getting of that because I think it's copyrighted because it's Disney. But I wanted to show you because I totally forgot in the last video. Even though like I showed the Beetlejuice tombstone, I just completely forgot to show you the setup. But yeah, so there's that. I also have the Bob's ranking, so I'm gonna turn the lights back on and then I'm going to give you the ranking of all the Bob's episodes. So I will talk to you in just a second. Hello. Okay, there's a fan going. I forgot my tripod upstairs, so I'm just gonna hold you. But I have the ranking of all 11 so far in existence. Bob's Burgers Halloween episodes. So I'm gonna start from bottom to top. So we're going episode 11. Our least favorite episode is season 10, episode 4, Pig Trouble in Little Tina. Neither one of us just like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's totally the fetal pig, which is definitely creepy, very Halloween. Just not my favorite episode. Then, sorry. The next episode is season 3, episode 2, coming in at 10th place, and that's Full Bars. Now, solid opener episode, but I do think that a lot of the characters evolve a lot more after season 3. So this one is just like, it's the first one. You definitely have to watch all of them, but like it is the first one. But just comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, season 5, episode 2, Tina and the Real Ghost. I think the plot, like parts of the plot are fun, but it is the Jeff one where Jeff is a ghost in a box. Then our next one, number 8, is season 12, episode 3, The Pumpkining. And this is primarily because Krista and I both aren't real big fans of Gail. And she's like a core part of the episode. So sorry if you really like Gail, she's just not our favorite. Then coming in at number 7 is season 9, episode 4, Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street. Now, I do love that part of this episode involves a big shout out to Bob being bisexual because he and Teddy are talking about the good smelling handyman and Bob's like, well, he's not really my type, which I think is fun, but it does come in at number 7. Then coming in at number 6 is season 11, episode 4, Heartbreak Hotelloween. This is the one where Dolores is trying to summon the spirit of her dead lover. Elements of it are fun, but oh, there's a cat yelling. I don't know where the cat is yelling from, but still just number 6. At number 5, season 7, episode 3, Tina Witch. I think this one is fun. I love the witchy element of that one. Then coming in at number 4 is season 4, episode 2, Fortnite, which is the one where Millie winds up trapping everyone in the fort and then she thinks they died. But that one also has the Bob and Linda element where they make the dragon and it's very cute. Episode 3 in this list is season 13, episode 6, Apple Gorchard, but not gory. So Krista was actually saying that she is one of her favorite ones because she likes the Bob plot and that he's trying to protect Louise from being sacrificed. I think it's a fun one. I like the Twister costume that Linda has made. But now we're moving on to number 2, which is season 8, episode 3, The Wolf of Wharf Street. This one just has so much fun happening. The wolf is loose, but Linda leads the kids on a wolf hunt. Then Bob keeps thinking Teddy is a wolf. That one is just delightful. But coming in at number 1 is season 6, episode 3, The Haunting. And this is the one where, because Louise, why don't you want to focus on my, there we go. Louise has never been scared before. The Belchers all do a big family haunted house for her. And that one is very sweet. Krista primarily said it was her favorite because they go to such big lengths for Louise and it's just like a very cute episode and also Halloween, but it is very cute. But there you go. That is the ranking of all the Bob's episodes. I also totally forgot that there's something else coming out this week. So the Wynonna Earp movie is coming to Tubi on Friday. Now, we are probably not gonna watch it on Friday, solely because we have some plans for the evening and I wanna kind of like do like cocktails or drinks during it. I think we might drink the pumpkin spice wine, so I think we're gonna do it Saturday. Though we could change our plans, but I think we're gonna do it Saturday after we see the other movie. But for those who may not know, Wynonna Earp was a show on Sci-Fi, filmed in Canada, and it got, oh no, is it 4 seasons? I'm gonna forget the number of seasons. It didn't get renewed ultimately. And in the final season, there's like a wedding and they kind of tie up plots very well, so like the show has come to an end. But there was room for them to do other stuff. Tubi picked up the show and for a movie. They did not pick up for like seasons, but they did pick it up and announce that they would be doing a movie. There was apparently something at Comic-Con to announce it too. But the movie is coming out on Friday the 13th. So we are going to watch it this weekend because I want to know what they're like, how they're doing it, because it is set after like a little ways after the end of the show. And everyone has to come back to the Earp homestead because something is going on. So I'm very intrigued to see how that works. All the original actors are coming back and they've introduced a villain, but I haven't really watched any trailers. I've seen bits and pieces, but I don't really know 100% what's going on in it, and I'm just very curious. Beyond that, I just thought it would be fun to like hang out and drink the pumpkin spice wine that we don't know if it's gonna be good or not. The apple spice was delicious, so fingers crossed pumpkin spice is good. So I think Saturday may just be a big movie day because we are going to see Speak No Evil, which just had a trailer on YouTube that I kind of watched. And we've seen trailers at the theater because it's been in front of a few movies we've seen. So we're going to see that Saturday afternoon. So probably Saturday night we'll just hang out and watch the movie without the dogs though, because I am guessing there's going to be a lot of like loud action sequences. So no dog watching. The girl dogs wouldn't care, so maybe they'll watch it with us, but the boy dogs, they sometimes can't handle action scenes. So yeah, if we watch it with dogs, it'll be with the girls. If we watch it with dogs at all, we might just watch it upstairs, drink wine, relax. So that is the plan, I think, for Saturday. Again, tomorrow, I want to run out. We do also need to get a handful of like grocery things. Really, we just need to pick up like some water. I actually think that might be it, just some water. But I also want to check Target and Walmart for Halloween decorations. I already mentioned that, but I think we're doing that. And yes, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. Oh, I am also reading A Certain Kind of Hunger because at some point, sorry, the life of asthmatics, especially ones who have asthma like me, who cough. I always cough at the most inopportune times. But Gavin, Katie, and Gabby have been doing these like trio reads where all three of them are reading the same book, and then each time someone else has been responsible for editing it. And they at some point said that they were going to be reading A Certain Kind of Hunger. And that video apparently is going up tomorrow on Friday the 13th. And by chance, so I mentioned this, I actually was able to start reading some of the book. I have a little under 100 pages left and I'm hoping to finish it. There's a cat trying to eat my camera. So I'm really enjoying it. It is wild. So it is a memoir being written by someone fictionally, this is all fictional. Fictional memoir being written by someone who has been convicted of killing people and eating them. Very vaguely Hannibal-esque. The first person she eats their liver, which like very Hannibal. But I am really enjoying it so far. Dolores is our main character. She was a food critic, and at a certain point she just decides to eat a human liver after kind of accidentally killing a guy, and then things just keep escalating from there. So I am curious to see how it ends. I'm in the middle of a section about one of her, because it's always someone that she has slept with. She's kind of taking her lovers out and turning them into snacks. So we'll see how this next one goes, because I'm in the middle of it, and he is a kosher butcher, and it's just very interesting. Oh, sorry, I guess it's a tiny spoiler, but I guess not, because she like tells you everyone's name from the trial very early on, but that's all I'm going to say. But I am just very curious to see how this ties up, because you already know she's been convicted, so I'm curious to see how they talk about that. But yes, so I have that to finish so I can watch the video tomorrow. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight or not. We are going to watch football tonight, so maybe I will read a little while the Dolphins are on. Krista typically roots for the Steelers, but she really enjoyed watching the Dolphins play last year, so we're watching the Dolphins versus the Bills. And yes, big updates. So maybe I'll be able to read a hunk of it while we're watching football. She got to come home to eat dinner, which is how we finished the Bob stuff, but she had to go back. But she believes she'll be home in time to catch the game close to when it starts. So yeah, we're gonna watch football. I'll probably read some, and then I'll give you like final thoughts on the book. Not that this is a solid reading vlog, just I'll let you know what I think of it and probably what I think of the video. I'm sure it'll be fun. The other two that they have done have been really fun. Oh gosh, what even were they now? One was Middle of the Night, which I also read. And then one was for a book I didn't read but want to read. And even though I watched the video, I know by the time I get to it or find it, I will have forgotten everything. But it was like, Someone to Build a Nest In, I think is the title. But I am curious to see what they think of this one because parts of this are very fun. Who just snorted? Oh goodness. The dogs have allergies, so someone just went. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna read until Krista gets home. And then I'll probably not talk to you again until tomorrow when it will be Friday the 13th. And at some point during the day, I'm planning to put on Freddy vs. Jason because that is my favorite Friday the 13th film because I'm not a huge Jason fan. But Freddy vs. Jason is a chaotic, goofy, nonsensical horror movie mess and I love it. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow. So hi. I was not gonna update you tonight, but here we are. So, the downside of having a wife who sometimes has on call, which is basically what this is, she's not home. So, the football game has started some time ago. And all I know is I finished my book because I'm just reading. I haven't even had the TV on because the dogs are being pretty calm, and sometimes if the TV's on and we get certain commercials that have like dogs in them or horses, two of the dogs get a little meh. Chloe is whining at a cat. She's totally fine. One of our cats, Goose, Chloe's obsessed with her, but Goose does not like her, and it has turned Chloe into a teeny bit of like a Joe Goldberg, but it's fine. Goose just doesn't interact with her. Like, she'll stare at her, she'll watch her. It'll stress Chloe out to no end. Currently she is in freak out mode because Goose is in that hallway and she can see her, she cannot get to her, and she needs to be able to know where she is, and it is making her neurotic. She's fine. She is pacing. She is stressing out Kira though, because Kira doesn't know why she's whining. Kira's like, why are you doing this? It's late, I'm tired. Kira also wants to be upstairs. She's been like falling asleep off and on, and Kira at a certain point in the night is just like, I want to go to bed. I promise you Chloe is fine. Chloe, just leave Goose alone. Chloe, she's okay. Come lay down, just lay down. She's fixated. But yeah, since Krista is still not home and I finished my book, I just thought I would tell you, some of the things get very gross, but like sensibly gross. Like the author slash, so the, I'm so sorry, again, asthma. Oh, that's also why I'm coughing extra. I need to take my nighttime medicine, and I have not done that yet. I need to do that, but I didn't want to leave the dogs. I'll be fine. It just means I'm gonna cough more. But, sorry, there's just an aside to me, like, hey, you didn't take your meds. But the fictional character who is writing this memoir, Dorothy, Chloe, it's okay. She's very stressed out. She just wants to see Goose, and when she can't see her, she loses her mind. My arm's also tired. I'll be quick. So she describes in detail one of the particular events that she is not actually charged with. But it is very detailed, and she says she's doing it for your benefit. There's also, interestingly, a lot of discussion, because she is a food critic, like very aware of food and the process of food. There is a lot of description of like how like animal butchery works, which was actually interesting to know. I previously was a vegetarian, then a pescatarian. I was never a vegan. I like cheese too much. But she goes into detail about certain things, which was interesting to know. I did know some of these things already because I was one of those like high school vegetarians who was like very into like reading and watching anything PETA put out, so that I knew things, and like I still know those things, but now I eat meat. I assume some people have done that. I can't be the only person who like knows these things and is still like, well, and like eventually just started eating meat again. I do refuse to eat I can't even say it, foie gras, I'm probably saying that wrong. Chloe, she's okay, baby. You're gonna be okay. Or veal. I will not eat either of those things. I think those are the only ones. If I think of something else, I would tell you. But those are the two things I specifically am like, I will never eat these. But anyway, book was very interesting. I liked it. There was also a side section kind of at the end that I wasn't expecting, but it did explain some things to me, which was very, very curious. What else? I feel like that's all I can say without giving it away, but now I can definitely watch the Gabby, Gavin, Katie, like 3-person book event without worrying about spoilers. Oh my gosh, Chloe, she's like running a hole in the floor. Chloe, it's okay. I promise she's fine. She's just really obsessed with Goose, and she is taking into account that I'm on my camera, because normally Chloe, she knows she's not supposed to keep doing this. She knows she's actually supposed to lay on the couch, but because I have not said the command, because you have to say it kind of loud and I didn't want to do that on camera, you just say couch like very loudly. I didn't want to do that to you. You don't need someone yelling couch at you because you're not the one whining at a cat. But yes, so the book was very good. I'm excited to watch the live thing. It's not live, the video tomorrow. Beyond that, I have So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. My library very quickly got it to me, and Krista was able to pick it up today when she was dropping off some other stuff. So I'll probably start that over the weekend, but I don't know how much reading I'll actually do since we're going to the movie Saturday. And we're gonna watch Wynonna Earp Vengeance, I think is the full title. And then, admittedly, Sunday Krista has a court again, so I don't know. Maybe I'll read Sunday. I have no idea. But yes, the book was good. I do think in some aspects you need to have a strong stomach, and if you are an avid meat eater who had not thought about where meat comes from, maybe you take that into account. Because I know there are some people who just like don't want to know how your meat gets to the table. And it gets there in a variety of ways. Like actual meat you buy at a grocery store. I'm not saying we're all Hannibal Lecter or Dorothy, but just like things, if you're uncomfortable knowing how the, oh, what is that phrase? I don't remember. Oh gosh, it's, there is an actual phrase about the production of meat, and I can't, it's like how the sausage gets made. Then maybe steer clear, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. If you were fine with tender as the flesh, you should definitely be fine with this, just FYI. But I'm just saying, if you're someone who is uncomfortable reading books about how the meat industry works, then maybe not for you, even though the story is good. But I'm gonna go, because Chloe is definitely going to have a small fit. She's so fixated on Goose, like so fixated. She just, it's the thing. Hi, could you calm down? Just breathe, Chloe. Nope. Normally she lays down under the nook, and she still, ooh, she has laid down. But yeah, but that's everything. I'm just waiting for my wife to return, which is the thing that happens when she has court. I kind of feel like those like old, they're like paintings, or maybe, I think it's paintings of like women waiting for their husbands to return, where they have like a candle and like staring out a window. I don't actively do that, but sometimes I feel like I'm just sitting around being like, is she coming? Do we know when she's coming? Any idea? She's like, you can't call, you can't text. It's a courtroom. Like, you can't tell me. So we'll see. Though I feel like there were people who probably wanted to watch Thursday Night Football who are working that don't want to be working anymore. But I don't know. I mean, I was gonna read, but we still would have hung out with the dogs and watched television. But I guess I'll just keep waiting. Very soon I'll probably take the dogs for their final outs and get everyone situated for bed. Hopefully I hear from her soonish. I mean, I can't rush the wheels of justice or whatever, but she just didn't expect to be gone this long. So yeah, gonna go. I will talk to you actually tomorrow. I will not update you again tonight. This is the last update of the day. So yeah, I will talk to you later. See, she calmed down for 2 seconds and then Goose moved. So I'm gonna go. But yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow when I'm in a different outfit and not talking. Well, I'll probably still actually talk about A Certain Hunger because I'll have watched the video, but I'll be in a different outfit. I'll have coffee. That's the thing I'll have. But yeah, I will talk to you later. I'm gonna go console Chloe about her long distant love or whatever, her current obsession. I'm gonna console her about her current obsession, who does not return her feelings of admiration and obsession. Right, bye. Good morning. I told you that we'd be making coffee. Also, if you notice my right eye being weird, it was watering in my sleep. It's like a whole thing that sporadically happens, and now it's like really light sensitive, so I might squint a lot with just this eye. So I'm not winking at you intentionally. But yes, I have donned my Camp Crystal Lake shirt because it is Friday the 13th, and I thought I would make like a fun fall coffee. Ooh, that was the metal straw. It's not metal, this is glass. I have metal straws. But I have this very cute Care Bears, like, I don't know what kind of jar this is. I'm sure they have a name. I don't know it. So I'm going to do Stoke cold brew, which is really, really good. My preferred currently, pumpkin-based coffee. I bought the Coffee Mate one to see if I like it, but I haven't tried it yet because I need to finish this one first. But yes, so I have that in my Care Bear cup, looking cute. And for extra pizzazz, I have Pumpkin Pie Spice International Delight Cold Foam. So let's give you that beautiful foaming footage. And straw. Fancy coffee. Yes, so at some point today I'm going to put on Freddy vs. Jason. I don't know when that will be. I don't want to start the day with it. I have some YouTube apparently to catch up on. So Mandy Spooks and also the Ghoulmates, which is their like companion channel, her channel with her husband, they posted 2 different videos and I don't know what they are. One is about a Halloween warehouse thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna watch those. And then Jan posted a reading vlog, so I'm gonna watch that. And then maybe at that point I'll be Freddy vs. Jason ready. We shall see. Then at some point, I know a certain Hunger vlog thing is going live, and I'll watch that whenever I get a chance. At lunch, Krista and I actually have to go to the doctor's office really fast. Oh, hi, loud motorcycle. It's not anything bad or super important. We have to get a shot. So we're doing that. So my lunch break is basically going to be getting in the car, going to the doctor's office, coming home, going back to work. Yeah, that's the day really. So later tonight we're gonna do some stuff. We have to run out and get a couple things at the store anyway. So I'm gonna look for Halloween decorations at Walmart and Target, which I know I've told you 8,000 times, I'm sorry. Then we can't go to the movies anymore tomorrow. So we were going to see Speak No Evil like 1:30 on Saturday. And yesterday, Krista got a text and we apparently have to be at a thing for her family that we didn't know about until yesterday. So I had to refund the tickets. Thankfully, they were refundable, so we're not out the tickets. So we're doing that, and then we're just gonna watch the Wynonna Earp movie that night instead. And we can't go to the movie Sunday because she's working. So we're not sure when we're gonna see it now because we don't really wanna go see it at night. Krista would rather see it during the day because it's a horror movie. So I guess maybe next weekend. I don't know. We shall see. I don't remember her work schedule for next week. But yeah, so we don't know. We want to see it. We just don't know when now. But I was gonna wear a shirt tomorrow that said, I got my beaver buzzed at Shorty's, which is a Wynonna Earp like joke. They drink this stuff called Beaver Buzz, which I've actually had. It's a Canadian energy drink. It wasn't that bad. And then Shorty's is a bar. And the shirt is very funny. It has like a cute beaver being like, hee. But I don't know that I can wear that to a family dinner. So my outfit will probably change at some point. I'll wear something a little less gay. I'll wear something a little less gay to lunch. But I will change because I want to wear a Wynonna Earp shirt while we're watching it. And that's the only one that like I super wanted to wear. Though I have some t-shirts. Maybe I'll wear one of those instead. Because like I have one that has like logo on it, but also it's for the like strip club in Purgatory, so maybe that's not a good idea either. It's a cute shirt. Anyway, I have to get ready for work because the time is drawing near, and I'm gonna drink more coffee And yes, that is everything I needed to tell you. I'm a little bummed we're not going to the movie, but it is a family thing. So like, we're going. We have to go. Like, we're not going to cancel just to go to the movies. So, or I guess not show up. We wouldn't be canceling. Whatever. But we're definitely going to that. But eventually we will see the movie because it looks like creepy yet interesting. And James McAvoy was talking about it. And also that man looks like remarkably swole. Is he just like really big now and not a scrawny British man anymore? English man? Not, I don't know where he's from. Man of the UK region-ish. He has a British accent in X-Men, but I don't think he is actually British. Anyway, you can correct me in the comments. Please tell me, because I don't have the time to look it up today. I will forget. But yeah, so I gotta go. I'm now rambling. I'm gonna drink this coffee. I'm gonna put on my blue light glasses for this eye, so it stops being a jerk, and get to work. So I will talk to you at some point later today. Possibly while we're shopping. I'm gonna guess while we're shopping. And that's only if we see Halloween stuff. So yeah, we'll see. You might not get updated till tomorrow. Who knows? This vlog is just whatever it is. All right, bye. Hello, I'm just standing in a super weird corner of my office because I'm about to head out for shots. Krista is on her way, so I'm like marked at lunch, but I haven't run down yet because I need to grab a couple things. So I was able to put Freddy vs. Jason on while I was working, which was fabulous. Okay, I will say, Freddy vs. Jason, it's not the world's best movie. Like, it is technically not a good film. Like, the CGI is weird. A lot of things are very weird. I will give you that. But also, I nostalgically love that movie. Could do without them having Kia say a particular F word for no reason to Freddy when, she could call him so many other things. Like, he actually is a horrible person. And she uses that word. Like, so many other words you could use that actually relate to Freddy. Anyway, it was on. It's very fun. You don't really have to pay attention, which is really why I put it on. Like, I've seen it enough times. I know the beats. I know it's gonna happen. It's such a goofy ass time. If you haven't seen it, I should let you know that I do not actually, I own this shirt because Krista got it for me, and I like the shirt. And I like aspects of Jason, the character. I do think he is a horror icon. I definitely agree that he sets up that slow moving, still gonna catch ya slasher vibe. He's just not like my horror character. He just like, he doesn't talk, and I like when a character talks. Now I grant you, I like Sam from Trick or Treat, and he does not talk, but he has a different like essence. Like, Sam is sort of the spirit of Halloween as opposed to Jason, who is a slasher. So like, that feels different to me. I don't mind slashers who don't really talk in like shows. So I watched well, it's a little different. So like the Scream franchise, the show, not like, I love the Scream movies, but the Scream series that was out in various iterations. See, like, Ghostface while doing the kills doesn't really talk, but Ghostface does talk on the phone or like do talking things. So like, they're still talking in some aspect. So I just like a chatty villain, and because Jason does not speak, it's just not my vibe. I have the same issue with Michael. Like, I understand Michael's not gonna talk. He's not gonna do it. He also does that I'm moving slowly, but I'm always gonna get you thing. And like, I like elements of different Michael movies. I do. But like, neither one of them is truly my like peak horror movie. I have seen a few of the Friday the 13th movies. But if I'm gonna watch a Friday the 13th movie, it's gonna be Freddy vs. Jason. I'm so sorry. I'm sure there are people who are like, oh my god, you're just an evil person. But that's the one I'm gonna pick. Because I get Freddy dialogue, I get camp, I get bizarreness, I get goofiness, I get deaths that don't make sense, I get brain caterpillar monster demons. Like, you just get a bunch of weird. So that's what I watched to celebrate Friday the 13th. But I have to go. So that was my quick update. Again, movie is not perfect, but nostalgically, it just gets me every time. Also, Jason Murder is in it, and I'm just like, there's just so many people in it that when you're watching it, you're like, oh, you, and you, oh, I know you, I know you. It's just a fun time for us early 2000s horror watchers. So yes, but I gotta go, because I gotta go to the doctor real quick. So I will talk to you later. Just want to tell you I watched that. I need to get a photo with stuff for today. Because I need it for 100 Days of Halloween Happy. So I figured that out. But that'll get posted sometime today. We'll have a Friday the 13th photo. But gotta go. Bye. This is Halloween. They have Halloween. I'm so excited. They have Halloween. Hodgepodge Halloween. Just like goofy bottled things, pumpkins. Little pillows. The little dog's cute. Thanksgiving. Ta-da. Oh, that's cute. It's very neon. Does it feel 80s? Do you feel like this represents your childhood?
No, I feel like it represents yours.
Really?
The neon came in the 90s, early 90s.
It did? Do I not remember this because I was in
Blocked
the
it
single
out,
digits?
so-
I just pretended it didn't happen. Do you see this? It's a vampire with a blood bag. It's like the Bob's episode.
Because if you remember the everything 90s, it's all neon colors.
Oh yeah, like Nickelodeon. Oh, it really is.
Yeah, you're responsible for the 90s, for the neon, not I.
I just didn't have any neon stuff. Maybe mom didn't like it. I could see her being very anti-90s, like 90s neon.
My generation doesn't take the hit for that one. You do.
Okay, I'll take it. But like jazzercise is 80s. This is jazzercise, right? The aerobics, not jazzercise.
Definitely jazzercise started in the 70s.
I take it back. What does this guy do? Ooh. Stop doing that. Cute, cute. Oh, I haven't seen the phone. Okay, I know that's a phone, but there's a different phone. Maybe we didn't get it. I'm curious. Boneyard. Ooh, giant guy. Hi! His name is Bruce. Nice. Hi, Bruce. These are more skeletons. Neon guy. Not so neon guy. Bits and bobs. Very pink. Oh, look. It's Cutlet. Stuff here. Hi again. Masks. Beetlejuice. And Squishmallow stuff. Just like random costumes. Behold costumes. Oh, and of course this is by Beetlejuice. Wednesday. Nice. Freddy and Jason together again. You can go as Bullseye, or a shopping cart, or buy a small shopping cart, or have a vest. What? I am mildly baffled. And makeup, because it's here. A lot of eyeliners. Very fun. Good morning. You're gonna hear a lot of ruckus. Krista's trying to sit on the couch and there are 3 dogs trying to sit on top of her at once. Salem, you got everything so wet. When I was getting water for the dogs this morning, Salem spilled one of the water bowls everywhere, and so like the whole kitchen is wet. But I am making, oh gosh, I'm pouring coffee into cups and making Pop-Tarts, i.e. putting Pop-Tarts in a toaster. So we're gonna try the Coffee Mate pumpkin iced coffee, or pumpkin spice iced coffee. Never had it before. And then I'm gonna toss in peach cobbler Pop-Tarts Krista picked up. No idea. I vaguely thought they were pumpkin. It's an orange box. Let me get these in there. They look festive though, like they have a cute one. I don't. If you heard Krista, I never sit on the couch. I always sit on our nook when I have food or beverage, or basically anytime. Oh, we have an R2D2 toaster. So those are going in. I'm gonna get coffee in here. You should have seen a bunch of footage that I tried to get at Target. So our Target finally has like all of Halloween, like all of it went up at once. But there were so many people because it was a Friday night in our town, and so a ton of people were just at Target. So yeah, it's gonna be real loud in there. So she's whining about the same cat. Yep, this is why I didn't yell in the video, because you were close to my face. Should I keep filming? Should I stop? I should probably just stop. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to tell you that it's Target Halloween clips. There were so many people though, so like it was really hard to film, so I did my best just to like show what's there. The funniest thing to me is there's a whole section of you can dress like Target for Halloween, which I think is wild. You could be Bullseye, you could be Target worker, you could be a shopping cart, you could be a hand basket, your pet could be those things. But I tried to get footage of that. We also went to Five Below, but Krista, it was even busier there, and Krista wasn't feeling great, so I didn't film anything there. But Five Below had a ton of stuff, and I actually got 2 shirts, so I didn't get anything Halloween-y at Target, though we did pick up the Oreo flavored Coke and the Coke flavored Oreos. The Coke, like the drink, is really goofy. It does actually make you think of Oreo. It's just strange. So we did, so we tried that while we were having dinner, and we actually wound up having Five Guys. We were gonna get Chipotle, but the line at Chipotle was madness. So we got Five Guys. We ate upstairs. Sorry, doesn't my nose itches. But I just like took footage at Target. Five Below was fun, so if you want like some decently cheap Halloween stuff, I would go there. I actually got a sweatshirt and a t-shirt for the price of for less than the price of one sweatshirt at Target. And the sweatshirt at Target that I saw, R2 is yelling over me. The sweatshirt I saw at Target was like not very good condition. Like it was a Goosebumps one and I thought it was cool, but like the print was already crazy faded, like really faded looking. The sweatshirt had pilled and it wasn't even like faux distressed. It just looked like really roughed up. So I didn't get it, but at Five Below I got two really fun shirts, and I'll show you. One's a sweatshirt, one is a regular shirt, and they were $15.55 altogether. But I got those and then we came home and just hung out. So I'll make sure to show you those shirts and the sweatshirt at some point, but we have that family thing pretty soon, so we're just eating these to hold us over until we get actual lunch, and we will go from there. So I will talk to you later after the family thing sometime in the evening, and I'll try and remind myself to show you those shirts because I know I say I'm going to show people things in these and then I completely forget. So I'll try and remember to show the shirts because one of them is very, very funny. But yeah, so we're gonna eat breakfast. So talk to you later. Oh gosh, whew, I feel like I've been running around. So this is my fun outfit that I wore to get lunch. So we did the lunch and then Bruni is going crazy because they have not gotten dinner yet. They're about to get dinner. I'm waiting for one more dog to be done, but I want to show my outfit before I get changed. I also have to sneeze. So we went to the lunch and then we had time to go see Speak No Evil. I won't really talk about that until I have Krista because she's outside and I was doing water and I'm waiting for water to finish up. Sorry, I'm gonna cough. So yes, then we went to Walgreens and got shots. And then we picked up Chipotle for dinner and I'm gonna make fake margaritas to go with the Chipotle. They're fake margaritas and then I bought margarita mix and we're going to use jalapeno pineapple ciders in them that mostly taste like jalapeno because we don't super like them. But those are some updates. Also, the peach Pop-Tart was really peachy, but kind of and the Coffee Mate pumpkin spice coffee was really, really sweet, like super sweet, which I should have guessed from a company that makes coffee creamers, but it tasted mostly like coffee creamer and not coffee. So that's just a small review for you on that. And we'll talk to you about the movie either after we've eaten, before we've eaten, while we're eating. Haven't decided, but we will talk to you about Speak No Evil in a little bit when we're together and done with pups. But I gotta go talk to you in a little bit about the movie. Hello, I'm laying in bed. There was a Chloe next to me, which would have been very cute. I'm gonna scoot over.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, we're both gonna talk. We just thought we would tell you what we thought about Speak No Evil, because I said we would talk about it together.
James McAvoy is very talented.
Yes, he was very good.
And buff.
Yeah, is he always a buff?
No. It's the only thing I've seen him in that he's buff.
I feel like he is.
It's usually a wiry thing.
I thought he was buff in Split, but you haven't seen Split, which we should watch because he is a very good actor in Split. Even though I'm sure that's a very, like, not great representation of whatever they say he's diagnosed with, because they say he has something, and I'm sure that's, like,
The character?
yeah. Like, he has split personality disorder or something is why it's called Split, but, like, I don't, yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm telling her. I've told her I can't tell her very much because it's, like, surprising-y. But we're gonna watch it at some point because I think I own it.
I missed not being in relaxing loungers.
Yeah, we were just in regular seats. But no, I thought it was a good thriller.
Which is why I could endure it.
This is true. Mackenzie Davis was really good. She plays the wife, not of James McAvoy, but
Louise.
yeah. She was really good. If you haven't seen it, I forget which Terminator she's in, but she's also really good in the Terminator movie.
I think Genesis.
Is it Genesis? I couldn't remember if it was Genesis. Like, I can't remember the names of the last couple, because it's Genesis and then I didn't remember if that one was it or not. Whichever one it is.
She's in one of the more recent Terminators.
Yeah, it's either, I didn't look it up. I know it's like I think it's the last Terminator movie she's in. I think.
I didn't root for her in Happiest Season, but I rooted for her in
Yes. She's also in Happiest Season, which if you are looking for a gay Christmas movie, you should watch. It's always on Hulu.
It's one of my favorites. Yes.
But if you live in Canada, you can buy it because we have a DVD that's from Canada. Because they actually sell it, but in the US you cannot buy a physical copy. You had to find it online. Hi.
Yeah, I had to find it online.
And it's Canadian. It specifically says it's Canadian, but it'll work in region 1 DVD players, or the US region DVD players. But yeah, so we have it physically and just on Hulu. But other thing, I got, I think, book mail, because I won a contest. Like, this was not something I like bought or something I just like got because I have a YouTube channel or anything. I like entered one of those like Instagram things where it's like, post in the comments like blah 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 and you could win, and it's from Tor, I think it's Tor Nightfire. I have to see actually. So hold on, I'm gonna put this
don't move
down.
Your arm, I'm comfortable.
I know, I can't even change the camera. I'm gonna stop recording for a sec, open it, and then I'll show you and we'll see if it's what I think it is. Okay, be right back. Bye, you're really close to me. And we're back, still laying down. You can see Krista. Chloe has moved. I betrayed her when I opened the container.
She moved her arm.
Yeah, I did. And she was very upset. And then Kira tried to eat the packaging. But this is what I won. I won an arc of American Rapture from Tor Nightfire. And I'm super excited because this is one of the books I'm looking forward to reading most this year. So I'm super, super excited. I do need to finish my library TBR though. So this might not get read until October. But it doesn't even come out until... is it on here? Sometimes they put it on here just in case. October anyway, so that would be fine. But yeah, it will be $27.99 in the United States. But it has all the like e-arc stuff, or the arc stuff. This is Kira. She says hi. She doesn't know why she couldn't eat the cardboard that this came in. But yeah, so I was really excited that I won this because this was like really high up on my must reads. I liked May Fly, but this has a good Catholic girl named Sophie traversing the hellscape of the Midwest during a viral outbreak where the infected become feral with lust. And I just like want to know so badly what this is about. And I'm just very excited. So it was really, really cool that I won because I was not expecting to win. I was going to just get the audiobook, but now I can actually read it. I'll probably listen to Mayfly first though, just in case. Since some authors like to tease things from other books in newer releases. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm gonna go though, because it's late, and we're gonna finish watching the season finale of season 2 of Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars. But this will wind up in a vlog at some point, probably in October. Maybe the end of this month. We'll see how my reading stuff goes. Alright, gonna go. Talk to you later. Good night for now. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I skipped a day in this vlog. It's Monday. I did not vlog at all on Sunday. So the reason for that is Krista had work. Also, please ignore this eye. It hurts. I put eye drops in. It should level itself out. Don't ask. Occasionally my eye does a weird thing. It's fine. But Krista had work yesterday, and then she like had to go in the morning, and then when she came back, we had to clean the house because we had someone coming over at noon to do like a dog training thing with Park. So like we had a dog trainer coming, we had to do like a phone call thingy about dog training stuff. Then she had started mowing in the morning while I was doing dishes, but then I had to mow because it needed done. So I finished the mowing and then I made dinner, and after all of that we were both just really tired, so we didn't do anything after that really. We watched TV. I mean, she had work again, like in there, like she had to go to work while I was mowing. That was in part why I mowed, but I just didn't feel like filming after that. I was really tired and sore and hot, and I had to shower because I was really sweaty. Also, yes, I can tell there's like a red spot right here, and I think it's bug bite, which is really annoying. Right near the eye that's bothering me, so maybe that's why it's bothering me. Maybe I got bit and whatever touched my eye. I don't even want to think about it. But today we are hopefully gonna watch, I got my beaver buzzed at Shorty's. We're hopefully gonna watch the Wynonna Earp movie and drink pumpkin spice wine. So you didn't miss that, we just didn't do it. We just watched like Food Stars and MasterChef and Food Truck Race? I think the Great Food Truck Race, whatever. I'm gonna start making coffee. So I have a plan because this pumpkin spice stuff was way too sweet. I'm making a cup of random coffee. So the coffee I'm making is like Twin Suns Tiramisu by Bones Coffee, but it doesn't really taste like tiramisu. I'm gonna be in supreme darkness for a sec. But I wanted to show you because yesterday while we were watching all this food stuff, we made these Wellington Bite appetizers, and these are actually really good. They burned a little in our oven, but I didn't use parchment paper. I had to use foil. So, sorry, there's a cat. But these were really good. So, if you want to try a Wellington at home, these were relatively easy. Just use parchment paper, I think, because the foil burned them a little at the bottom, but they were good. Sorry, I'm back in darkness. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it right now. But yeah, so I'm making this twin sun tiramisu. So what's weird is we got a bunch of Bones coffee, like the Star Wars ones, and then Krista got an Indiana Jones one for her and a blueberry pancake one. And the dark chocolate one we got was great. It was like dark side dark truffle. I really like that one. But the tiramisu one, it smells like tiramisu, but I don't really taste it. And then the chocolate chip cookie just tastes like coffee to me. Like, it doesn't seem chocolate chippy. Oh, hi, that's a Salem. Yep, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm making coffee, so of course she wants to be involved. My arm is getting really tired too. So yeah, so she's not getting it down. So yeah, so I'm using the twin sun tiramisu because it doesn't have a really strong flavor, but it has cinnamon in it technically. And I'm gonna put this pumpkin spice coffee cream. Well, it's not creamer, it's actual coffee. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me put you down. I will pour that in, and then I will tell you how it tastes. So hold on. Actually, maybe I can balance you on the coffee? Not well. You can see my chest. Yeah, that works great, Catherine. I just didn't bring my tripod down and my eye hurts and I'm a little tired. So I was like, meh, I'm not doing it. So this is a fun angle. We'll just get real low. And pouring coffee into coffee. Ooh, it looks cute. It's all swirly and stuff. Behold. Swirls. Yes, I'm wearing rainbow shorts. Oh gosh. Well, I can't drink like this. So, I guess I will pick you up again. Give my arm a second. I have a Salem mostly on my head right now, so hold on. No, it's bothering me. I'll have to put bug bite stuff on it. Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay. Much better. So yeah, this coffee definitely tastes like coffee creamer more than coffee, which I guess makes sense because it is a coffee creamer brand. I know I've talked about this before. So maybe in future, don't buy something by a creamer company and assume it will have wonderful coffee in it. It will just taste like creamer. But I'm gonna drink this. It's really too hot for this long sleeve shirt I'm wearing and this coffee, but you know what? I'm wearing shorts. I have a fan on. I have, yep, a window open in my office. It's a little breezy right now. So I hope you enjoyed all of these very weird morning angles of full darkness, only being able to see my chest, you know, the great videography you've come to expect from my channel. But yeah, so we're gonna watch a Wynonna Earp movie tonight. I probably won't really film much until then. We're probably gonna take Parker on a walk. Actually, we have to take Parker on a walk. It's part of his training plan. And we might go for like a longer walk without him. Chloe sees Goose and she's losing her mind, which is great. Sorry, that's what all the whining is. Just, oh gosh, I have cats going crazy behind me. Goose and Salem are play fighting and it looks intense for 2 seconds. But I'm gonna go. Also, I don't know if I told you, but I'm still reading So Thirsty. I haven't gotten very far. The vampires have been introduced. It's a vampire novel, it says that. I'm very sure the vampires have been introduced, but like I just didn't do much reading this weekend, which I knew would happen. So I'm gonna go. Chloe's going absolutely nuts because she does not know why the girls are tackling each other, the girl cats. But I need to get upstairs to work. So yeah, this clip was very chaotic, I feel like, but I'm leaving it in and you get to enjoy what my morning is like sometimes. So I will talk to you later. Possibly about the book if I get time to read during lunch. If not, just about Wynonna Earp. So I will talk to you later. Hi, hello. Okay, so I'm not super far in this. I'm gonna say I'm like a third in and I was like a ways in it already. Like I was already most of that way in. I read like a tiny bit, but I wanted to at least be able to say that I was at the like 1/3 point. I also wanted to be at the point where the vampires show up. So my lunch break is literally about to end. Like I have 2 minutes to give you very brief thoughts on So Thirsty. If I have not given you a recap, what you need to know is that Sloane is on a birthday weekend with her friend Naomi, and this was all set up by her husband, who Sloane has a very interesting relationship with. And by that, I mean she does not trust her husband for very good reasons. And he planned this weekend with her friend Naomi, and they're at this like all of this is set in New York. They're in basically upstate New York, I believe, because they were in western New York. And upstate New York is where they always have like fancy things happen. Also, upstate New York gets a heck of a lot of snow. As someone who lives in upstate New York, I can contest to this. And they have tons of snow happening because this is set in the winter, and I'm confused as to why this came out in September when it is winter time in New York. Like, I would want this released in like November, December, maybe even end of October, because we sometimes get snow. Actually, we almost always get snow when it's trick-or-treat time. But I'm talking really fast because I want to get to this. So the vampires have shown up, and I like don't want to spoil much. I don't know if this is in here. Probably not. They probably don't mention him. But because there has to be a vampire, because it's a vampire story, and our main characters are not vampires to start, the big thing I want to point out is they introduce a vampire character, and the way he is described totally sounds like the vampire from Only Lovers Left Alive, which is a Tom Hiddleston and, oh my god, what is her name? I always forget her name. Tilda Swinton. They play vampires in that movie. The soundtrack is beautiful. It's a very pretty movie. They are vampires who are basically a couple, but they frequently live apart. And he is like a former rock star / current rock star. And he has his like traditional Tom Hiddleston hair, though it is black because I believe he filmed it in between playing Loki in other things, or at the same time he was filming a film where he had to be Loki. But his hair and the description of this man, I'm just like, that reads exactly like Tom Hiddleston from Only Lovers Left Alive. But if he had his natural, like, not dyed for Loki hair, like his more blondie hair, so that popped into my brain. What else appeared in this where I was like, this sounds like something else? I'm having a fun time with this. I will say it's a little slow for my liking, but when I'm reading a vampire thing, I want the vampires to appear immediately. I don't want build up. I don't need that. I just need the vampires to be present as soon as I begin reading. Like, maybe give me a couple pages of setup, maybe a chapter, and then I want to be like, vampire time is now, because I love vampires. But they show up a little later in this, which is totally fine. What was oh, there's something with a window, and the window thing is from a number of things. So, like, I even think the window thing, where, like, you think there's something at your window, it's in, I think, The Lost Boys, but I also think it's in that movie, The Littlest Vampire. Like, it's a very common thing. And what I am getting from this, in reading it, I am getting Sloane and Naomi as, Lucy and Mina. But Mina would be Sloane and Lucy would be Naomi, because Naomi is like up for anything, totally like has a boyfriend but is kind of allowed to do whatever, and Sloane has fallen into this life that is very like everything is like methodical and planned and all of that. And while Mina in the books, is it Mina? No, I have them backwards. Do I? Oh gosh, hold on, wait. Mina, Murray, Lucy, Weston Raw. Oh no. Which one is marrying Jonathan Harker? Have I confused them in my brain? Okay, so, because my brain is doing a thing, I'm gonna say that it's, isn't it Lucy who's gonna marry him? Why am I having such problems with this? It's Lucy. Lucy is the one who's gonna marry Jonathan. Yes. Yes? Yes. I think. Yeah. Okay, so I am correct. And then Lucy's husband would be a terrible version of Jonathan Harker, where he's like traveling all the time and doing whatever he wants kind of, and she's just kind of stuck at home. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I think I have those characters right. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, and I will correct that later, but I think I'm right. But my brain is just going Mina Murray, Lucy Weston Raw, none of those is Harker. So it's fine, I'm tired. Also possibly over caffeinated while being tired. But that's the vibe I'm getting from this, with like Only Lovers being used as a way to to present the guy. Oh, there's a scene that I totally felt like was from that movie, The Invitation, which if you haven't watched The Invitation, it is very fun. This woman gets invited to a wedding, and then it turns out it's her wedding to, yeah, like a vampire cabal. It's lovely. It's a fun time. You don't have to think too hard. It's just a fun time. But also there was a scene where I was like, oh, this is very similar to that. Not that I'm saying any of that was inspired. Like, all of these thoughts could exist in that nebulous form of consciousness that people have, but also they're vampire movies and this is a vampire novel, and I'm like, were they? Were you at all influenced? Which is totally fine. If I wrote a vampire book, there would be so many influences from so many things. Like, I'd be a hot mess of nonsense of references to other vampire media. But yes, that was the other thing. Okay, I really have to go. So yeah, hopefully I got that Lucy Mina thing correct, but I gotta go. I gotta work. I will talk to you sometime tonight. Definitely about Wynonna Earp. I don't think I'm finishing this in this vlog, so you'll have to watch the next one to know how I feel about this in full. But yeah, I think that's fine. This isn't really a reading vlog. I'm just having fun reading this. Alright, gotta go. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello! I am still wearing my I Got My Beaver Buzzed at Shorty shirt. We are watching the movie, so we are 24 minutes and 37 seconds into Wynonna Earp Vengeance, but sadly we have finished the pumpkin spice witch's brew, which was very good. This is Bane. Krista liked this more than the apple one.
So this is still apple wine, it just has less spices. Yeah,
so I was telling Krista, I think, sorry, this is a horrible angle. I'm doing a great job of filming today. That I think my brain is telling me it tastes more like pumpkin than it does because it says pumpkin. But yeah, she was like, it doesn't taste like pumpkin at all. So I think my brain is just saying it does. Plus, I drank a bunch of pumpkin spice coffee today, so maybe...
It tastes like a delicious Granny Smith apple.
It's very good. So both the apple ones are good.
Without all that convoluted, like, nutmeg, all those cloves,
yes,
all that junk. Just pure Granny Smith.
So we are going to finish the movie with my favorite wine in, like, the whole world. I'm gonna lean back. I told you I'm doing a great job of filming today. You can just love the cinematic quality of this video. We are going to be drinking the red wine, which is the standard witch's brew, which does have spices in it, so it is a faux... He really is. It's a faux mulled wine. So when I used to buy this, I don't think it's on here anymore. They actually used to tell you...
I'm on the dog. Could you show a little bit of respect?
So they actually used to say that you could heat it on a stove or in your microwave. Admittedly, I heated this one time and actually did not like it. I think it is better at room temp. I've never chilled it, but at room temp it's really good. So we're gonna drink this for the rest of the movie. We'll give you thoughts when we get to the end. But so far, Nicole is our favorite of the film. Nicole is Krista's favorite character.
Always. From
the entire franchise, all the time. And mine is typically Wynonna. Like, I love Wynonna. But Wynonna is making some terrible choices that I don't appreciate. But I do still love Melanie Scrofano. Like, she's doing a great job of being Wynonna. Oh, I could tell the autograph story. So very quickly, I may be the only person who has a personalized autograph from Melanie Scrofano because Krista met her at Dragon Con. And literally, because Krista is a very kind person, she gave Melanie something. I'm not gonna get into like details, but she gave Melanie something, and even though typically Melanie does not do personalized autographs, that's not a thing that her team allows. That's typical. Like, a lot of celebrities are not allowed to do that. Like, their team is like, no, we don't. You only get to put their name, that's it. Like, your name, you just sign it and you go. But because Krista was talking to her, she actually asked, like, who is this for, because she said it's not for you, and like asked her a bunch of details about me. And so Krista at Dragon Con got me Melanie Scrofano's personalized autograph to me. It is framed, it is in my office, but it's not hung up yet.
Right, with a message.
Yes, but it is hung up. So, or it was hung up previously, but we had to take it down because we were moving stuff around. So it's gonna go back up at some point, but it is personalized. And she is one of the few personalized ones we have. Mm-hmm. We also have Anna Silks that Krista also got me. But I got to, she actually was personalizing and I had her sign a personalized thing. But yes, so I'm one of very few people that has a personalized autograph from Mel because Krista is just a very kind person and she was like being very, very nice to Krista because Krista is very nice. So I have a personalized one. But we're gonna watch the rest of the movie. We'll give you our thoughts at the end, even though we'll probably be a little extra tipsy because this wine is a higher ALC volume.
Good thing I have 2 trials settled already for tomorrow.
Yes. Yes. We are adults. It's fine. I will drink a lot of coffee and take Excedrin if my body betrays me. But yes, we'll talk to you once the movie's over. Bye for now. Also, I finished my book, which is very exciting, and I'll tell you about that too at some point. Hello. Krista was on her phone. We finished the second bottle of wine. I had to eat some M&Ms because I am a 33-year-old woman who cannot drink a lot of alcohol. Yet my wife, who is 44, is totally fine. And I am spinny and tired. So this just says that my body is weak.
Show them what is on my lap.
Oh, the girls are passed out. But we finished the movie, and for research purposes, we watched the final episode of the original series. So, in the recap of the original Wynonna Earp series, Nicole, Hot, has to agree to never leave the Ghost River Triangle because of Waverly. And in the movie, this is a spoiler, I'm sorry, the film itself is set like 5 years? 5 years after the original finale. And in that, Waverly and Nicole have never left the Ghost River Triangle, so they're still in Purgatory. And, like, Purgatory, the town, not like in hell. And Wynonna and Doc have been traveling about. They have apparently visited their daughter, enough so to get an updated picture. And they're doing other things to prepare to build a home for Alice. Yes. And then a demon arises and forces Wynonna to return to Purgatory. But the issue that the two of us had with it is Waverly consistently wants to leave Purgatory and the home she has built with Nicole, when in season 4 they established that Waverly cannot leave the Ghost River Triangle.
Right, if you remember, what happened to her father is when he left the Ghost River Triangle, he lost all memory of who he was. And so Waverly, being activated as an angel in the Ghost River Triangle, cannot leave the Ghost River Triangle, else she will completely forget who she is.
At least that's what they established with her father. Now, I don't know if that means that, like, because she's a human-angel hybrid, she would remember, but the argument was that she could never leave the Ghost River Triangle.
Nicole vowed to never leave.
Yes, became the angel shield and agreed to never leave because she loved Waverly. But in the movie...
Spoiler.
Yes, this is a spoiler. But Waverly just wants to leave. She has been offered a job with BBD, or Black Badge Division, through Jeremy, and it would be to leave literally the country. Not even just, like, the triangle. Like, she would need to go to a different country. And that's odd to me, that we're just supposed to forget that Waverly is not technically supposed to be able to leave the Ghost River Triangle. The movie itself was fun. We enjoyed the movie. I feel bad for the death that occurs.
Downplays the importance of the relationship between Nicole and Waverly.
Because they argue that Waverly is not...
They each found home in each other.
Yes. And in the movie, Waverly has become dissatisfied with her life in Purgatory. She has a number of odd jobs and hobbies.
Is discontent and not herself.
Yes. So she acts very differently than she did in the series. We're saying she... Dom uses they, them pronouns, but I did verify this beforehand. Waverly is still using she, her pronouns.
She behaves more like a Wynonna than a Waverly.
They show Waverly getting very drunk, Waverly being, like, just different than Waverly was established in the series. So, like, Waverly's character is a little odd in the movie, but everyone else is the same. Also, kudos to Caparel, because we're very sure Caparel was pregnant when they filmed this.
Also...
Hi, we're back. My memory card was full. But yes. So when they show the wedding in the finale of season 4? Mercedes is on one of the chairs, which means Mercedes is dead.
And yet she's in
the movie.
So how?
Right. it's
How?
been a minute. Like, we're gonna have to rewatch the
I
series.
thought she
'cause-
was a vampire that died.
Right,
Like,
I don't
how is she
remember.
alive? And why, if she's alive, was there a memorial chair?
Right. Because I remember her becoming a vampire. I'm like 100% sure she became a vampire, and then I could not remember what happened
Get out of
after
the
that.
kitty's butt. What are you doing?
Yes. Bane is trying to lay on Kira's face, and it's the whole thing. So someone remembers.
Did you just hit Chloe in the face?
He did.
Buddy.
Oh, good lord. But if you remember crucial parts about
Jesus.
Mercedes,
They're dogs.
Oh
You
my
don't just
God.
step on them.
could you
They're
not?
little steppy
Oh my
stools.
god. Hi, Kira. Hi. I know we stepped all over you. So yes, if someone remembers things about Mercedes, let us know. At some point, we're going to have to rewatch the series in full.
I know she's got feet all over
I
you,
know. Yeah. Kira really wants to cuddle Chloe, and Chloe does not want to cuddle Kira. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so the two of us are a little.
You want to be on camera? He's like, why isn't the camera?
Look, you're on
I'm so
camera.
handsome.
Hi. So yeah, so if you are more cognizant of Mercedes plot lines, could you tell us why she's like a memorial chair and yet was alive? Did we miss something / forget something? It is possible we forgot something.
It's the last
But,
episode. How
right,
could we have forgotten
We
something?
rewatched the last episode
She was
after
in
the
a
movie.
memorial chair
Right.
in the last episode of the series.
So yeah, the two of us are slightly confused. Again, it has been a minute since we watched season 4, so maybe there's secretly something we don't know or don't remember. But also, I don't know. The movie though was fun, so I'm not saying I mean, you should watch the movie. I would say you should watch at least some of the series to be comfortable with the characters, but I don't even know if you have to be up to date on the show, even. I mean, you need to know that Wynonna has had a child. But I mean, that's it, really?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I mean, you need to understand the depth of the relationship between
Okay,
Nicole and
yeah.
Weevil,
So you
even though
should
they
have
don't
watched
respect it.
the show. But I mean, if you're not going to watch the show, if you don't watch the show, do you think that someone could understand the movie in its like basic form?
You wouldn't get the depth of why Wynonna isn't being a parent to her daughter, but other than
Yeah.
that.
But like, do you think you'd understand it at like its very basically?
Look, it's Chloe.
Oh, it is Chloe. Sorry. We have the Netflix like thingy going by, and it informed us that the final season of You is coming, and we have told Chloe that her obsession with Goose makes her Joe Goldberg. Also, Heartstopper season 3 is coming out October 3rd. And while it is not going to be spooky or scary or Halloweeny, we need to watch it because it's Heartstopper and it's beautiful. But yeah, so the movie was fun. I enjoyed the movie. We paused it a lot because we drank alcohol.
No, to discuss.
And just, well, it was because we were talking.
I don't like discussing while I'm watching because I can't
Yeah.
watch and discuss at the
So
same
we did
time.
pause to like talk about plot points or discuss characters, various
Nothing
other
is more
things.
important than talking to my wife. So whenever my wife wants to talk with me, I pause whatever is on the TV because she is the most important thing. But I can't
Do both.
do both.
Also, I am a very chatty person when I have had alcohol. So I am a horrible person to watch a movie with if I have had even remotely a little bit to drink. So Krista put up with a lot of me being like, wait! Pause. But yes. So we did discuss. We also at some point went outside to see the Aurora Borealis, which sadly we cannot see from our house. Even though people we knew posted they could see it and they live pretty close, and turns out they drove far away. So,
But
yes.
still in the county.
Yeah, we just aren't in a good area to see it. But anyway, Wynonna Earp Vengeance was a fun movie. We enjoyed it. Fun time. We did watch the final episode of the original series to verify things. And in the recap, literally Nicole says, I vow to never leave. Maybe not literally, but close enough to literally. Nicole vows to never leave the Ghost River Triangle because Waverly cannot leave the Ghost River Triangle.
And she used the shield for the angel, and Waverly
Yes.
is the angel.
Yeah.
And Mercedes had a death chair.
Yeah.
Okay? It was a death
Yeah.
chair.
So there are some critiques to What would that be?
Nicole forever.
Yes. Also, I did inform Krista that I ship Winhot, which is Wynonna and Nicole, and Krista was like, you have never told me in your life that you shipped Winhot, and I know it's not a canon ship. It will never happen in the show. It is just a ship that I think is cute when people draw fan art of it, because Wynonna and Nicole together, even if it's just as like bros, is fun and adorable. And Kat and Mel just have good chemistry. They're just like very good friends. If you haven't watched it, you should watch Clickbait Unfollowed, which Krista has not watched, but I told her we have to watch because it's a very fun horror movie, and they wrote and directed and briefly appear in it. So yes.
Can anyone un-Rottweiler me? I don't like to sleep on my back.
I know. We're gonna have to move some pups, but we are gonna head to bed, and tomorrow when I am caffeinated, I will talk to you about So Thirsty and my thoughts on it, because I did finish it today and I'm very proud of myself for finishing it today, because it works out perfectly for uploading this video. So I will talk to you tomorrow in the morning before work, but good night from our very Rottweiler filled bed. I also have to remove a cat, so yes, I will talk to you in the morning. Bye. Hi, we are here to end the video, but I was gonna film in my office just right before work. It's still before work, but someone is mowing and I have my window open, and like I thought it stopped, and then every time I thought it stopped, it would start again. And it's even loud in here, like a super loud truck went by or something. So if you hear weird noise, everyone is just like very loud today. I don't know what's going on, but I slept very well. I feel totally fine today. I did take Excedrin just in case, but I do feel fine. I also wound up eating pumpkin pie spice. Is that what they are? No, pumpkin pie M&Ms. I really like these. Krista hated them. I like handed her one because I was like, oh, these are good. And she was like, you said these didn't taste like pumpkin, because I had shoved like a million in my mouth. She did not like them. They do taste like pumpkin, and I'm glad that they're not milk chocolate or white chocolate, because I think the last time they did a pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice M&M, it was white chocolate, and I just don't really like white chocolate, but these were good. Yeah, we completely used what was left of my memory card, which shocked me because the one I had in here before I thought had plenty of space on it, but I started uploading that footage before I filmed this. I just made sure to get up early, and oh my gosh, the video is already really long, which is baffling to me because I did not think I had that much footage, but apparently I do. Let's see. Oh, I said I would talk about So Thirsty, but we did enjoy the movie. The wine was very nice. We had a very nice evening, but I did say I would talk about So Thirsty. So, brain. Sorry. I was trying to think if I needed to throw anything else in, but no, we can talk about So Thirsty now. So this, once you get to the point where there are vampires, this completely ramps up. So like, it was super fun. You meet a ton of characters. You get to know the characters a little bit better. And there is an epilogue in this, which is very cute. I just really enjoyed this. This was very fun. Also, very sure one of the characters is who someone says they are, even though he does not use that name. That's all I'm going to tell you, but this was very fun. And the reason I wanted to read the latest Rachel Harrison is I love a vampire book. I will read basically any vampire book you put in front of me, and I use that as a gauge for other books. So if I liked this vampire book, because there are some vampire books I have not liked, I wanted to go in with the newest and vampire one for Rachel Harrison because I want to read Black Sheep in October. And I was like, if I like the vampire book, I'm very sure I will like something else by her. So I really enjoyed So Thirsty. I am definitely going to pick up Black Sheep from my library. They have it for like a themed thing I'm doing in October. And I will explain when we get there, but that is on the list. And I have one other book picked out, but I have to see if I can actually get it. So just as an aside, but this was really fun. If you like vampire, there's a little romance in there too. Vampire romancy stuff, there's a lot of action. I think if you like a vampire read, you would enjoy this. I do plan at some point to probably get the audiobook for Lucy Undying by Kirsten White. So that'll be in here somewhere. I might save that for Halloween-a-thon because I still have 4 library books I have to read. But this was fun. I have a feeling I'm going to accidentally compare them a little because I do think there are some elements of the Dracula story that inspired the characters a touch. So I just feel like that's gonna happen. But highly recommend So Thirsty. And if you've read Black Sheep, let me know what you thought, because I will definitely read it. I'm just curious to know like what people thought of it. So that's that. And I promised to show you shirts, because I always promise to show something in these videos and then I forget, and then I never do it, ever. But I said I got shirts at Five Below, and I know I haven't shown them to you yet. So the first one I'm going to show you is this Chucky sweatshirt, and I got this because the print is actually pretty solid. Like, it's not faded or anything. It is the Chucky design that I like. So I like the Chucky series, and in that he doesn't have this design, but the Chucky I remember from childhood is the one from Seed of Chucky, and this is what he looks like. I will say Bride of Chucky is my favorite movie of the franchise, and then I really love the series, so I wanted to get this. This was only 10 bucks, so I mean, it's a plain gray sweatshirt for the most part, and then this print, but I really like this image. And then the shirt I got for $5.55, which is how they sell them. I got this, and this was just genuinely because I was so excited. So this is a Furby shirt, but it's a Furby horror shirt because it says Furby never sleeps, even if you take out the batteries. And I just, this shirt just was like the epitome of like Furby and my childhood, and it was cracking me up that they decided to do it as like Furby is just always alive no matter what happens. So those are the two shirts I got. But yeah, it was a very fun week, half a week, whatever amount of time this was. We got to see all of the Bob's Halloween episodes. I made burgers. Watching the Wynonna Earp movie with wine was fun. My Target finally got Halloween, which was incredible. A Certain Hunger was a wild read. I also really enjoyed So Thirsty, which I just told you. What else? I feel like that's mostly everything. I was looking back at the footage when I was editing it, so I think I've covered about everything. So it was just a very fun time. I enjoyed spending time with Krista. I always love spending time with my wife whenever we can get time together. I also love doing little like theme or like fun date nights at home, so it was really nice. Oh, we went and saw the movie. We also went to see Speak No Evil. Yeah, Speak No Evil. So that was fun too. I did look up, so that is technically a remake, but the movie it's a remake of is from 2022, and I played the trailer, and while typically I'd be like, yes, I definitely need to watch the remake, there were like literal line for lines in the trailer that are in the new movie. So while I'm sure there are differences, I'm sure things are taken out, because the original is a Dutch and a Danish couple, instead of it being like British-esque couple and an American couple. So it is different. The couples are different, but like in the original, in the trailer, the wife is still like a vegetarian. They still kill like a prize animal for her to try because they forgot she was a vegetarian. And I just like, again, I'm sure there are reasons to watch the original, but I'm gonna have to pay for the original and I don't want to. So I'm sorry, we're not gonna watch it. Krista said she would, but watching the trailer I was like, you know, we have other things we want to watch. We also watched a random true crime documentary, What Jennifer Did, yesterday, and we didn't really talk about it, but it was wild, and we were making lots of comments the entire time. It's on Netflix, and the entire thing took place in Toronto. So there you go. I think that's everything. If you want to see more of me, I'm on Instagram at CliffGoEverAfter, and I share photos of like me, Krista, all of the animals, random book things, just random things in general, really. It's not very curated Instagram. What else? Oh, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe. I will have a lot of vlogs coming at the end of this month. I do a lot of vlogs in general, but I'll have vlogs coming out a lot in the end of this month and for October, because I'm going to do Halloween-a-thon and also have some of my own like little themes tucked in there. So yeah, there will definitely be more vlogs. So now that I think I've gotten everything, I will talk to you later. Bye, internet people.